Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach. Robert Henderson Jr. Hey, this is live, man. We on Facebook, and y'all see I got an empty seat here, right? So I'm waiting on my co-host, Vice President of the Henderson Financial Group, sister-in-law, Lynda V. Harris. So we'll keep the chair open for her. But in the meantime, the show must go on. Hey, man, it's 8 o'clock, and we're going to do this thing today. You know, today I want to talk to you about using your home equity wisely. I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about the human life value. And that's going to segue right into insurance. You know, they put a value on each of our lives. They really do, especially people of color, you know. So I want to talk about how they determine that. And I want to give you a whole different perspective on how they value a human life and what they usually do, what they do to value that, okay? But now what I want to talk about is this home equity. A lot of people have equity. Oh, look who dropped in. Look who just slid in.
The devil is busy. Wow. The devil is busy.
Yes, the devil is. But the devil is a liar.
The devil didn't stop me.
No. I just started maybe 30 seconds ago. I said, okay, we'll go 30803, but that's okay.
Thank you so much, Robert.
That's okay.
That's what a team is for.
Yeah, right? You live right around the corner now.
You would go there.
But that's okay. That's what a team is for.
Yes.
This is my sister-in-law, Lynda V. Harris. I introduced her when she wasn't there. You all know who she is.
Did you introduce me?
Of course.
You put me on blast like that?
They know who you are anyway. You know, I guess you you had to take those little 3 minutes. I get you had to put your, oh, that's a beautiful outfit. What is that, gold?
Put the actual.
Oh, you put them on yourself?
Oh, you got jokes. You got jokes. Well, thank you for starting, though. And yes. I do apologize for being roughly 4 minutes late. Okay.
No, you want to be here a little before 8 o'clock. You want to get here at least a quarter till, but that's okay. That's another. Okay. Right. That's Good another deal. Story. You're gonna fix it. Anyway,
Thank you.
So you know, today, Lynn, I'm gonna talk about it's basically retirement plan. Did you know that more than 60% of people that are over age 65 use their home equity as retirement income? In other words, it is another strategy right along with a pension plan, getting money from pension, getting money from Social Security. They are using their equity in their home to actually supplement their retirement. Did you know that?
No. I guess I can't relate to something that I haven't.
You're not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
Yes.
Using their equity in their home.
The dead money that's in the home, they're using it
as income. Yeah,
they're using it to fulfill their standard of living, which it should be. But I didn't know it was 60% of people over 65 that are doing that. That is smart. But a lot of people are not. You know, let me get this fan for you, Ms. Harris. I know. Do you feel that fan? Oh my gosh, she comes in late and she needs a fan. Okay. Anyway, so So let me set it up for you, what I mean by that.
Okay.
In financial planning, when you get ready to retire, some people did not save a lot in terms of retirement. They didn't put a lot of money away. You know, they were like a squirrel and they ate their nuts. They didn't, you know, you got to eat some nuts, but then you're supposed to save some.
You can't eat all your nuts.
I mean, you have some people that are, you know, 50 years old, they're still putting $50 a month for a retirement plan. And I don't know what $50 a month is. You can go out to, you know, Cracker Barrel, or go to, you know, a restaurant and spend $50.
Absolutely.
But that's all they feel that they need to put away for themselves. And they put, you know, maybe $100 a month away, and that's still too low. But I guess it depends on where you are and what type of retirement lifestyle that you want to have. But for a lot of people, they are under supply. In other words, they don't have enough money to last them for the rest of their lives. Because they say when you're about 60 years old, or some people are retiring, leaving their jobs when they're 50, 55, you got to look for another 30 years of having money to last you. You know what I mean?
To that same standard of living that you're used to.
Right.
And every day's the weekend. And you want to take more trips with the grand, so it actually can add up.
And a lot of people just have not put away enough to to last them. So they rely a whole lot on Social Security. Okay, and then some people have pensions, but some people don't. Then you have some people going to this thing called the drop, where they'll work for 5 years and then they'll get a pension, but then they also will get a lump sum now. A lot of them take that money and don't handle it wisely. But, that's because they don't come to us, the Henderson Financial Group. But a lot of people who are not really doing what they should be doing, or haven't done what they should have been doing with retirement and putting money away, they will pay off and rush to pay off their home. There's so many people says, when I retire, I want to make sure that I pay off this home. And they put a lot of money in paying off the home. And once they get the money into the home, the money is locked. It's frozen. You can't do anything with the money. You follow?
Well, now I hear a lot of people out there saying already, but Mr. Henderson, at least I won't have a mortgage/rent on my shelter. Monthly shelter expenses will be over with. I just hear a lot of people saying that's what we've been told. I'm retired now. I don't know if the cost of living will outpace my retirement income, so I want to eliminate a debt. What do we say to those people?
Well, that's old thinking, and I like when you say that's what we've been told.
That's what we've been told.
And we've been also told that Columbus discovered America, and we know that's a lie.
Flat, right.
And as we read more, especially during these times, we're finding out that there's a lot of lies we've been told, and we should know by now, since we've been doing what we've been told, a lot of us, 95% of us, still, once we retire, we're still broke, busted, and disgusted. That American dream is not here, even though we did what we were told. Only 5% of people are wealthy and rich. Now, why is that? Because we've been told to go to school, go to college, get married, get the American dream, buy a house, have 2.1 kids, work for 30 years, and then retire, and then you'll have it made. But that's just not the case.
Well, you will not get rich or wealthy that way, but you can be content. I mean, you won't live in color, you'll live in black and white. But some people
well, if you only have one life, don't you want to live in color rather than living in black and white?
I know I do.
I mean, you always want to strive to be the best you can. And if the good Lord equipped you to have what you want to have, everything you want to have, why wouldn't you want to seek, ask, and knock to try to get there? Because let me tell you something. There's always more and there's always better. And you can always do better as long as you keep your ears and your eyes open and you're open to change. So they've told us a lot to pay off this house. But let me tell you something. The rich and wealthy, they don't have paid off houses. Did you know that? No. Think about it. When you rush to pay off a house, you have an asset that's not really growing. In fact, your house is not considered part of your net worth. Did you know that?
I definitely knew that.
Yes. If you want to qualify for a loan or go into business, they're not going to look at your house as part of your net worth. They don't, because you're living in it. You follow me? It's not like it's a rental property or asset that's depreciating for you. So most people really try to double up payments, pay extra to pay off that mortgage. And once you pay off that mortgage, just think about it. You got dead weight there. It's like taking that money and putting it in the canal or burying it in the backyard. It's not growing for you. It's not working for you. And besides, we all have reports and we all know. Nobody ain't got to tell us. We all know when Big Mama, Big Papa die and go to heaven and the house is paid off, you're not moving back to that neighborhood. If they're going to leave the house to you, you're going to sell that property and take that money and do what you need to do or what you want to do, right?
Unfortunately, a lot of them do.
Yeah, no one's going to keep that house. And you're certainly not moving back to the old neighborhood, because we know the neighborhoods have changed. Every time they change and the misfits come running, right?
They should keep the house, but they don't.
Well, I don't know if they should. It depends on their personal economic.
Well, you're right. One size doesn't fit all.
Right. And when you say rent it out, a lot of people don't want to deal with, renting a single family home, renting an apartment or renting some units or a duplex or a fourplex.
A lot of people are not equipped for that.
No.
I read a report that due to the pandemic, a lot of people have dropped out of the workforce, and 80% of them are women.
Wow.
So they're not going back, never going back. They're homeschooling the children now. Some of the jobs are, the industries are not hiring them back. A lot of them took early retirement. A lot of them just staying home now.
Wow.
And so the workforce, that 1 point something million and 80% women, that's shocking to me.
Well, there's more women on the planet than men, right? And especially in America, you know that, right?
I didn't know there was
you didn't?
more. I thought it was like 50.
No.
49.
No.
It's very, very close.
No, it's not that close. It's getting
Not
wider
that
and
close,
wider.
getting wider and
Like
wider.
Isaac, the cinematographer here, just had a baby girl.
Yay,
more girls.
That's what we need.
Yes.
Hashtag girl dad.
Yes. I mean, there's more women. So, you will have those type of statistics.
And I think that's a little lopsided, that 80% of the people that have just left the workforce never to go back are women. That was shocking.
Women got more jobs. Women got more jobs.
More
they won't even give a brother a job. That's why brother should make his own job.
That's
right.
not true.
But
yeah, anyway.
So my whole point is, and a lot of people, we've been bamboozled about, doubling up, paying all this money, doubling up, and using your own money to pay off a mortgage.
So how are they using their house to supplement retirement?
Okay.
They're renting out rooms or something?
No. What they're doing is, for one, they're pulling the money out like a reverse mortgage. Okay, they're doing that.
Check, okay.
Okay, when you do that, then you don't have a mortgage payment. You pull the equity out, and you go and make some good investments. That's going to give you more cash flow. Okay, and they're even putting equities on. They're putting a mortgage on their home. If they're not doing a reverse mortgage, then what they're doing, since interest rates are low, they're getting. You can get a mortgage now at 2.5%. Money only costs you 2.5%. So they'll pull that money out, and they come to us. We have strategy what to do with that money. I mean, we have an ETF that I won't tell you guys on the air about, but if you're our client, you know about. I mean, it pays 10, 11% a year. Think about that.
Arbitrage.
That's arbitrage. I mean, that's so. In other words, if you can get someone to give you, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 off your home, and they're only charging you 2-3%, we can actually take that money. And there's a way to get you at least 10 to 11%.
It's double-digit interest rate.
Yes.
Okay, we're not going to say how much, but at least we know it's double digits.
Well, it's going to be between 10 and 11%.
Wow.
So if you pull out 200,000, you're getting just $20,000 off the fruit off the tree. You still have your 200,000, but you're getting $20,000. That's $1,600 a month. Now that mortgage is not going to cost you $1,600 a month that you pull the money out. That's called being smart.
Absolutely.
The good Lord blessed you, and what have you done with what you have been blessed with?
Absolutely.
But they've told us, Lynda, just sit there and let this house be paid off. But let me explain something to you all, and I've said this before. Houses don't appreciate in value based on the equity that's in there. You know that, right?
I do.
Houses appreciate based on their appraised value. So if you have a $400,000 house and you owe $395,000, but in 1 year, if it appreciates 5%, okay, you up $20,000. That's even though you have a $395,000 first mortgage on the appraised house that's $400,000. Houses go up in value based on the neighborhood, not because you don't have no mortgage on it. The person who has no mortgage on the house and he has a $400,000 house, and then you have a $400,000 house, but you have $395,000. Both of y'all are going to earn the same amount of money if those properties appreciate next year 5%. He's going to get his $20,000 in value paper growth, and you're going to get your $20,000. Both of your houses are going to be worth $420,000 in that area. So why are you having money sitting inside the dirt, the four walls, not being used, and you say you need more money? This reminds me of this Bible story, and it's about this lady that was in the home, and she said she had anything, and they said, look inside, you have what you need, you have oil. And a lot of times we have to do this, what we call introspection, to find out what are you really working with.
Yeah.
And most people don't do that.
Yeah, you got to dig down deep, especially in these times as we have to constantly finding ourselves, reinventing ourselves, building a better mousetrap. I can't mingle anymore, but how can I get my contacts? How can I stay engaged? A friend of mine said what she's doing is instead of, we can't go have coffee, so she sends a little $5 cash app coffee's on me. Please join me for coffee. And of course, it's via Zoom. And so you do that once a month to the people that you want to get in touch with.
Wow.
You have to stay engaged. And it's like you said, it really is in you, but you just got to be still, figure it out, and go out and get it. And go get it.
Let's say hello to Aaron. How you doing, Aaron Harris? And June is there. And Miss Redhead, hey, how you doing? Got DeLawrence Moore is there. Lynette, how you doing? Denise Ward is there. Joanne Jackson Witherspoon, how you doing? Good. There go P. How you doing, P?
Hey, Mr. Parnell.
Stop loving that dead money, as Mr. P says. Got Dorothy there, Henderson, Miss Kia.
Hey, Devony.
Curtis, how you doing? Curtis is a HFG fan, Henderson Financial Group. I tell you, Pamela Sylvain. Oh my goodness, got my cousin, Ohio cousin Terry. You better get Ohio moving. Make sure Ohio vote. Y'all know y'all like Florida.
We need you, Ohio.
We need you, Ohio. Yes. So, you definitely, so the whole point is you want to be able to use what you've been gifted with. And a lot of people are not using and not being all there can be.
Right.
And I've made a promise to myself a long time ago. God gives to us is life. Our gift back to God is what we do with our life. You always want to try to be and ask yourself, am I doing everything that I really can do? And most of the time, if you really be honest with yourself, you're not. You're really not.
Is there a time though, Robert? And I can see the people asking this question.
Okay.
Where you just, when you say, are you doing all you can do and you're just not, is there a time where you can have a timeout? And right about now, I just want to relax.
When you're dead.
Lord,
when you're dead. The time out when you're dead.
When you just want to be still. When you're eating off your trees that you planted years ago. When you just looking and patting the dog and kissing the grandbaby. Is there a time where you just off?
What do you mean by off? I don't know.
Where you're not
I see
still
what you're
grinding
saying.
and hustling and being all you can be, and yes I can, and yes I will, and see it, achieve it, and be it, and I'm just sitting on the beach.
Are you?
Because that's all I want to do is sit on the beach.
Are you saying, in other words,
I'm just asking for the people.
In other words, are you saying, is there ever a time when you're not growing? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that.
That's what it sounds like to me. You're saying when a time off, when you're not growing and learning. Are you asking me that?
I'm asking you, is there ever a time, because you can constantly grow and learn because we're both avid readers.
Right.
But we not out there grinding, meeting, hello, and shaking hands.
We're not campaigning.
And just
but you
making deals and coming up with new ways to put this together. Because I constantly am. But I kind of look forward to darn it when I'm not.
Well, the people who are not always trying to learn, because you have to dedicate yourself to learning something.
Okay, not learning, but grinding to make that money. Is there a time when
I don't understand what you mean by grinding? Like
he
shoveling
acts
dirt
like
or whatever.
you don't know. Now all of a sudden you don't know what grinding means.
I mean, I came up grinding, but then I get to a point where I can, I'm still, I'm not getting in a car. I'm not digging. I don't have a shovel in my hand. I'm trying to work more smarter. But yeah, but to answer your question is, if I enjoy trying to be all I could be, and I think that we should.
Good point. When you love what you do.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's a very good point.
Well, even if you don't love what you do, you remember the good Father has given all of us, whether you're black, white, short, fat, skinny, male, female, given all of us something fairly, equally, and that's a choice.
Amen.
That's a choice. There is a choice, and we all have a choice. Now, whether we want to take advantage of it, a lot of us make bad choices. You can always find out, have you made good choice or bad
Misty
choices?
Brown.
You can always just look at where you are right now and how you're feeling, and it will tell you what kind of choices you made. I mean, if you're a bum and you're on the corner, you know your choices have not been really good. Okay, if you're living the way you want to live and you're still striving and going, then you've made good choices, and you still are making better choices. Right. And you always have to choose, Lynda. You always got to make choices. So I don't know, when you say, is there a time when you have time off? I say, when you're in heaven, or when you're sleeping, or if you just chill and watch a movie or whatever. I mean, you get some time off for that, but you should always, especially if you're black in America, man, we ain't got no time to be talking about time off. I mean, I don't know. Come on, we being hunted.
Ooh.
Yes, they're trying to put everybody in jail. First of all, we're in a system in America. Well, everything you do, they're trying to put you in jail. You don't take child support, put you in jail. Taxes, put you in jail.
didn't put that blinker on.
Traffic put you in jail. They're trying to put you in jail for everything because we'll put you in jail. Economy, just a whole America's answer is just put you in jail. If you are mentally retarded or you off a little, you bipolar, put you in jail. If you're on drugs, put you in jail. And they're not just putting you in jail because they want to just put you there. There's economic benefit in putting you in jail. I told you it's always about the money.
Speaking of which, and I see two of my committee members. As everyone know, I'm the chairwoman of the Women's Business Council of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce.
Everyone know that? You just let them know that. If Cousin Terry ain't know, Cousin Terry in Ohio, you know that she is what? Say it again.
I am the women's chairwoman of the Women's Business Council of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I see two of my committee members, Devaney Gibson and Misty Brown. Speaking of which, we have an event November 5th.
An event. Is this a
webinar?
Is virtual?
Virtual, absolutely.
Okay. What kind of event are you having? I'm just testing you, see if y'all gonna have y'all gowns and if y'all gonna be there. I just
no black dress and pearls next year. It is called She Build.
She Build.
She Build. It is for female builders, contractors, developers, or those that want to be. Now, of course, we welcome our men. But I get a lot of calls, as you know, from women saying when do, what to look out for. It is November 5th. That's a Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Go on the Chamber's website, m-dcc.org, and register. It is free. We got developers, female. We got GCs. We got bankers. We got construction people that actually build. And we're going to share what we do, how we did it, and the ups and downs, pitfalls. It's an all-female panel.
Mm-hmm.
The Women's Business Council is putting it on. And to your point that you got to keep reinventing and doing stuff, and it's out there. It's out there. Interest rates are so low now. Big Mama left you a plot of land. We got somebody coming from the county talking about funding sources. So all the things you want to know, She Build, we'll put it on the website as well.
Okay.
I
like that.
Talking about grinding and
that's a commercial.
Doing something.
That's virtual, huh?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I guess so. Men are invited. Is it She Build?
Absolutely.
I like if y'all call it We Build. I like that better. Female chauvinist.
That's not
She
true,
builds.
Robert.
She builds.
That's
okay,
an industry that's been a good old boys club. And so we want to invite, men already are in that industry, but we want to just talk about She Build. How can women get in?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I like that. And that's a good thing.
Thank you.
As long as it works. As long as y'all be proactive and productive and do something,
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's finish talking about, because I want to give you all a new thought today.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. Like I said, houses really are built to hold people, not money. So they have really Jedi mind us to hurry up and pay off using your own money. Now, if you're going to hurry up, we got a plan that's called Get Out of Debt, that we show you how to keep your money and use your money twice and 3 times. So the more you save in this plan that we have that's backed by insurance, you also use your money, that same dollar, you use it twice, and you pay off your mortgage. You pay off your credit cards. You pay off your student loans. You pay off your auto loans in 9 years or less. We have some people paying them off. They're supposed to pay this stuff off in 30 years, 28 years. We have them say, put it $500 into a savings account. It's going to give you compound interest insured. If you drop dead, go to heaven, then hey, your loved one's going to get $300,000-$400,000 tax free anyway. But if you don't, all that money that you're saving, you're going to still have it, but your debt is going to be paid off. And we're not talking about consumer credit counseling. We're not talking about merging your debt and all that. No. We're saying all you have to do is take control. And once you pay off those credit cards and those JC Penney's and those Visas and those MasterCard, the money that you was actually sending there, we want you to put that into your own family bank. It was called a GOOD program, Get Out of Debt program. So you definitely got to call us and we'll show you how to do that. But for those of you all who doing it the old fashioned way, that horse and buggy way, your mama way, telling you to pay extra and hurry up to pay off a mortgage. No. They Jedi minding you. It's the same concept they're telling us that Columbus discovered America. He ain't discovered.
Columbus Day is Monday.
Yeah, and they still, they still talking about his day is Monday.
Right.
And the Indians and the whole whole lot of other people was here before. You know, those people really that wrote history. That's because most of us they ain't let us read or deal with that. So whoever's in charge writes the history the way they want to write it. We know that now. So you know that a lot of the stuff that we've been Jedi mind and told, it's wrong. And you can just feel it. You can see it. You know, you can feel it, man. You know something's not right.
Yeah.
So when you hurrying up and putting extra dollars to pay off the mortgage, you, like Lynda, like you said, most people say, well, at least I don't have that interest payment. Okay, yeah, and you don't have no money either. Your money should always be making money for you. Your money should always be making money for you. When you have money, you got to figure out, okay, how does money, okay, I have you.
Right.
Go out now and make me some more money.
Well, I just saw something on the screen. This particular young lady has a big expenditure she's ready to pay for, $25,000, and she's asking, should I just go pay the $25,000?
Nope.
Or should I put it into my family bank? Come to us.
Come to us, and it's a strategy.
And that's what so you can use your money twice.
Right.
And you have the bells and whistles. You have the insurance. You have the disability. You have the what if the accident don't kill you. You know what I mean? You have the chronic illness and critical illness. And you're using your money twice. So instead of going out and paying $25,000 and it's gone, poof.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go invest it, come to us, and borrow from yourself.
Right. Now, those of you all who, have Bible principles.
Okay.
And you've all heard the rich get richer. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
The rich get richer. What are they saying? If you have money, you can get money. You've heard that, right?
Oh, yeah. They only loan to people who don't need it and who already have it. Yes.
So if you have money, that means you can get more money, right?
You can get more money.
So why not have money into a plan and get more money based on you having that money in the plan? That's a good idea. Let me tell you what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let's say you have $50,000 into an account that we set up for you. Like I said, it ain't the stock market.
Hey,
you ain't got to worry
Tracy.
about it. You ain't got to worry about the stocks going up and all that kind of stuff. You ain't got to worry about Trump tweeting and his stuff dropping, okay?
Oh, my God.
You don't have to worry about that. We're talking about insured money, okay?
Okay.
Insured accounts.
Okay.
So let's say you have $50,000. Instead of hurry up and paying off that mortgage, you hurry up and put $50,000 in this account that's going to at least give you at least 4%, dividends every year.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So your money's growing. Now you have $50,000 and you said, okay, let's go on the premises. I have $50,000. How can I get more? Well, this account says that if you have $50,000 and you need $45,000, you don't have to touch your $50,000. You don't have to have a job. You don't have to have credit.
Good 800 scores.
You don't have to have no credit or no job. But if you have $50,000 somewhere,
okay.
Oh, you can keep your $50,000 there and let it be cooking and growing and everything, and let it do what it do. And it's part of your net worth. And if you need 95% of that, as long as you got money, the insurance company say we'll give you more money. So now you keep your $50,000.
So that stays on your book.
That's right.
It
stays
stays as part of your assets.
That's right. On the ledger.
On the ledger.
And 3 days they'll give you 95% of that, $48,000. You go to the casino, whatever you want to do with it. You don't even have to say what you have to do with it. You can go pay off your bills. You can go pay off your student loan, your credit card, but your money is still there.
Absolutely.
Now, you may say, okay, since I collateralized that and I need a job, I need to pull out all this credit, they ain't going to discriminate. They're not going to discriminate against me because I'm black or Latino or this or that or fat or skinny. They don't care about that. Money talk, as long as you have the money, you can get some money. Now, we all heard this. Yeah. So why are we strutting ourselves, taking our money and draining our tank and buying this stuff, cars, paying off the house? Why are we doing that? We should be trying to create our own account and put more money in this account, more money. And let me tell you something. When you put money in this account, they put insurance on you in case you go to heaven. The money goes tax-free to your loved ones, whoever you want to leave as beneficiary.
Give us a call, 305-825-1444, 305-825-1444. this is what we do. This is what all the continuing education is. This is what we talk about. This is what we love doing. This is what we love sharing. We're not talking about what do you call that? Network marketing.
No.
We're not talking about
No.
SUSU, ASUS,
No.
whatever.
No.
We're talking about legal, guaranteed investments, and we can use the G word if it's an insurance product.
Yeah, and it's for tax free, and we love tax free.
We
stuff.
love tax free.
Pay a lot of taxes.
You just got to learn this stuff. I'm telling you, especially if you want to be a lady of leisure like myself. You have to learn this stuff.
But think about the principle of what I'm saying. How you know what I'm saying is right? Because it's a principle. You know, even the good book says, blessed for the ones that have, for they should have more. A lot of wealthy people really believe that. They really believe that. That's why they don't feel sorry for you if you are poor and broke and busted. They don't. Because they feel that you're not doing what the Creator put you here to do, is to prosper and grow.
We got to also acknowledge that we come from a people or a generation that we were scared to save. You know, they burned down Black Wall Street. We kept our money under the mattress and in the coffee can for
That's history.
a reason.
That's history.
But a lot of that is still instilled in us.
Well,
My mama said, don't talk. I ain't never heard about anything you guys are talking about. So I'm not going to go there. And so what you don't know can hurt you, but it comes from way back, Robert, where we were taught, you know, all we see is those black and white movies of people jumping out of buildings when the market crashed. We have to get out of that. You have to educate yourself. You can't keep thinking, and I get it. Back in the day, you know, you put your money in the bank and you were of color and you go there and they go, what you talking about? You ain't got no money here. So we started keeping it at home. But that's old.
Yeah. And you're saying that, but a lot of us, when you're saying how, you know, the past and how they burned down Black Wall Street, and a lot of people have that fear, right?
Absolutely.
But, you got to be careful that when the system make an example out of you or someone, and you hear about this, it's designed to bring fear to you, to keep you from trying. But you see, if you are with the Father, then you shouldn't have the spirit of fear. You should have the spirit of faith. If you're a true believer, you really should say, oh no, there's somebody greater, and I'm going to do what I know what I'm going to do. And you not have that fear. I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, because the system will try to make examples out of someone who has tried to prosper and failed, but you have to keep going, and you have to try to develop a better plan. You can't just say, okay, I'm not going to try. You got to continue to create and develop, and it gets better. I mean, we are better off right now than any time in the history of the world. We really are. But we still are behind in terms of net worth. I was just reading an article about a young lady who said that when she got ready to get her property refinanced, they gave her appraised her property lower. And then she put it on social media and found out that a lot of people of color were getting low appraisals.
Wow.
And what she did, she said she went to Chase Bank and she complained to them, and they says, we don't, we can't, we don't have anything to do with that. We just go after appraisal. Well, she said she went and reapplied and had her property appraised again. This time she didn't put down that she was black.
What?
She put down that she was white.
What?
And her property came back appraised at $67,000 more.
Oh.
Now, since we know that, I'm not trying to say, because you can't legislate goodwill. There's a lot of people that have a lot of fear, and they don't want you to prosper. But you cannot stop. That lady, what she did, she went back in and she regrouped, and she got a higher appraisal. She used strategy. So I'm saying you always have to use strategy, because there are forces, there are negative forces always out there that's trying to stop you, but that cannot hinder you. You got to always say, hey, listen, if they give me lemons, I'm going to make lemonade. There is a way. And that's how you triumph, and that's how you grow, Lynda.
This is true, but I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to acknowledge, and I will not apologize for it, that stuff gets tiring. I'm so tired of having my dukes up. I'm so tired of being hit in this, especially being a woman and of color and in this industry, whether it's financial or development, and you go into a building and you call sweetheart and you got to call them out. I get so tired. Lord knows a sister get tired sometimes. But I keep going now. I'm not saying stop.
Because you can get tired all you want to. Time's still going.
At some point, do we stop ducking and dodging and just bobbing and weaving and just thinking and we always have to be 10 times. It's hard, but you can't stop.
No.
You can't stop.
No.
And you got to get with people that's going to encourage you and get around people like yourself that's going to say, Lynda, keep going, or talk to people, because you're not the only one going through it. And I'm glad you gave that example of that young lady, because that's happened to clients before, and they didn't think of that strategy. I like it.
Right. You know, but you have to strategize. You have to keep going. You know, someone sent to me, I don't know if it was somebody in my office, I don't know if it was Antonio or Heisey. They sent me a clip, and this brother was talking about
somebody just said, I've been white on paper for years.
Larry Rivers said that. All right, Larry said that.
But okay.
Do your thing, brother.
I've been white on paper for years.
Do your thing. Larry said that. You know, if you think about Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement, see, the system reacts to money. And not until those brothers boycotted, they marched, John Lewis and a whole lot of them, they marched, but economically, see, you can march, but it has to be an economic push toward it.
Okay.
So as soon as they did the set-in and said they wasn't going to ride the local buses, which means that the bus drivers and the bus unions, they and the companies was losing money. They cut that out. They made a change then where black people could ride on those buses. You follow me?
Once you hit them in the pocket.
Once you hit them in the pocket. Now, I'm saying that to say this. We know that America, and you lost, and you still proud to be here. You're like a roach that's still coming around. You're supposed to stamp you out. Isn't that something? That's amazing. So really, that's what I'm trying to tell you. These are all ignorant people. They don't know history. They don't know economics. When you have power, when you have earning power, when you make yourself valuable, a lot of that goes away. The only time you get somebody calling you the N-word or writing on like LeBron James on his house, those are the low life. Rich people not doing that. Wealthy people not doing that. They trying to get your dollar. They want you to buy the perfume and the cologne. You know what I mean? They want you to buy the cars. They ain't trying to say, hey, brother, you black, you can't buy this Rolls Royce. Yes, you can. Come on in. You see? Only the low life. So I don't want y'all to get it twisted to think that it's everybody out here in America. No, you got some good white people out here in America. Some very good people out here in America. There's some good black people. But the devil comes in every shade. Because the devil, if he's smart, he will come in every shade. There's a lot of devils in you that look black, aren't they?
Absolutely.
They stop you. They look like you, but they think like them.
I got an email that just came up. I know some folks that refuse to buy life insurance and be a policyholder, saying that they don't want someone to get rich off of their death. They don't want
what do you mean someone?
They don't want
they love one
to get rich off of their death. Now,
well, that's pure ignorance.
That is extreme.
And because you leave $500 or $1 million, they're not rich anyway.
That's not rich anyway.
$1 million. You've been hearing the word. I'm 62 years old. Since I was 10 years old, they were talking about $1 million. You're rich.
Well, if I had $1 million,
come on, what's $1 million now? Come on.
Yeah, that's old. No. That's old thinking. I always said, if you love me, if you truly love your family and your loved ones, you want to make sure you have. That is the best love letter you can leave. That is the best goodbye love letter that you can leave anyone. So all of that, you can't. I don't want nobody to get rich off of death. Please change that.
Yeah.
Please change that. Our phone number 305-825-1444, 305-825-1444. We can do at least 1 hour free video.
Oh yeah. Call the office. Yeah, we do that anyway. You call for consultation. We're gonna talk to you and
let's talk about where you are and how to get you there. Yeah.
You won't just be a number. We'll talk to you. You need somebody to talk to, because if you call Fidelity or Vanguard, you're gonna get a you become a number, and you're just gonna get one department to the next department and hold on. You know you're gonna be holding on for hours or whatever, you know. But if you call our office, we can just get an appointment. You can say, I want to talk to Robert or Lynda or Heisey or Tavares or Antonio.
Oh, we got to say congratulations to nephew.
Oh yeah, my nephew Charles, 23 years old. He just got his stockbroker's license. Let me tell you something. Stockbroker's license. Went to UCF.
University of Central Florida.
Said he wanted to be a certified financial planner.
Because of his uncle. Since he was a little
That's
right.
Tyke. That's right. And that's why, I carried myself a certain way. He said, hey, I want that life. That's good.
He saw the cars and the vacations.
No, he saw the vacation.
He carried himself. He saw the cars and the vacations. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, stop it, But he said he wanted to be a CFP and he wanted to be a stockbroker. So now he just, yesterday, he passed his stockbroker license.
So proud of him.
That's a brother. Let me tell you something. It's less than 1% of people of color in the financial services business. Now, listen, that Prime America
stuff. Thanks, Tar. Give us a call.
That Prime America stuff, it's not really financial service business, okay? I'm talking about when you have a securities license, okay? And you actually working and helping people in financial planning,
Absolutely.
right? He's on his way to be a certified financial planner.
Absolutely.
But you will never find, I'm saying this, you will never find this many under one roof, people of color, in one roof, black stockbrokers. You won't find that in the whole state of Florida. Matter of fact, you won't find that, I would say, in 50 states. You won't find this many stockbrokers under one roof. Probably nowhere. I'm telling you. Because it's an unspoken rule. If you work for Merrill Lynch, okay, you might be downstairs. They have you, downtown. Then they might have you one in Coral Gables, have you one, but they ain't putting three of y'all together. Matter of fact, they're not putting two black people together as brokers in the same office. That's an unwritten rule. I'm telling you. And that's been like that for 30 years.
It's true.
Now, since it's Black Lives Matter, a lot of this stuff is happening. They have diversity campaigns.
Absolutely.
So you got to take advantage of that. Now, a lot of you all should look at getting into financial services. Now, if you say you don't like numbers, I'm not talking about that. I ain't talking about that network marketing stuff. Right. That's you thinking about yourself. They tell you to come in here and be a Prime America, and you're gonna make money off them. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about true understanding. And before you can get rich, you have to enrich your clients. So there's a lot of studying you have to do. But I encourage people of color to get more involved in money, understanding the way money works. And that's why we talk today about stop putting all your money, taking all of your weapons, all of your money, putting it in the dirt, talking about my house is paid off. You ain't making no money in the house. Matter of fact, when your house paid off, you making less money than than the bank is paying you. If you're complaining about the bank's not paying you, what do you think your house paying you?
How much does that appreciate annually? Does it even keep up with the cost of living? I was talking about how we legitimately have a fear of investing in stock markets and put money in the bank. Young people like Charles that just got his Series 7's license, we're gonna break all that. We're gonna really try to dispel all of those myths. We really want the next generation, because I got to tell you, Rob, my mom still keep a lot of money in the house.
Yeah,
she really does. I mean, she's a client, and we manage her money, but she still thinks she needs to have a certain amount right on her hip. Yeah. So we gotta.
She's 81 years old, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Larry. Larry Rivers says, "Hey, Mr. Henderson, what is your net worth?" How long have you been building your net worth?
We'll never know that. Well, I'll tell you I don't even know that.
I'll tell you one part of that. My children don't even know that.
No, it's just don't know.
My children been asking me for a long time, Daddy, how much you make?
Daddy, we rich.
Daddy, how much you?
And
Daddy,
you
no. When I want to go to heaven, you'll find that out, because your minds play tricks on you, right? I don't want you knocking me out.
Know too much.
But I have it. Now, I'll tell you the second part, how long I've been building my net worth. I would say it's since when I got my real estate license, 1976, probably when I was like 18 years old, 19 years old. That's when I really started. Actually, I was working with an all-Jewish real estate company, and I was only black there, and they was building duplexes. And I said, I want to get me one. And I bought a duplex. That's when I started building my a brand new one, three one on one side, and we still have that duplex, and that's still prospering. Section 8 on each side, government paying us, So I've been building my wealth for a very long time, and I'm gonna continue to do that because when I enrich myself, First, I got to enrich my clients, and then they got to be enriched. And then when I enrich myself and I prosper, then the people around me prosper. Like everybody in my office, we talk about, investments all the time. We talk about real estate. We just talk about life, all the time. And they have prospered, because what good is it for me to prosper and the people around? And it's the same thing about my community, I mean, you're supposed to be able to be a good steward and set good examples. So like my nephew can come up 23 years old.
Absolutely.
And say, I want to learn, because there's still a lot of people of color, that's young. They don't even know what investment advisor does. And I encourage you all who are clients of ours, to bring your kids. And a lot of you all we've met your kids, to know that mommy and daddy, has a certified financial planner, not just a financial planner, but a CFP, certified financial planner. You know what I mean? And that's very, very enlightening. Rather than keep saying, I don't have no money, tell them you have to get your financial house in order and get with professionals.
Absolutely. Lynette says, what advice would you give someone who's interested in getting a degree or career in the financial services? What's the first step? That's a loaded question.
Well, in terms of a degree, you really don't need a degree. You need a degree if you want to go work for someone, but if you want to be working for companies like mine, you don't need a degree. You just need to pass the test, the trade test, the trade school. It's special training that you need.
You got to be dedicated.
And you got to be dedicated.
It's
Now,
not easy.
Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. No one in my office gets involved here. If you might want to come work with me because you want to make money, but you won't last. You won't last, because the first thing when you come work with me, you really have to dedicate yourself to being good at what you are doing and know a lot about it ins and out.
Yeah.
You have to do that first, and then the money comes.
Yeah.
And so you can't just say, here's a job, I want to start off making, $150,000 a year. No, I'm not starting you off with that.
Right. Right.
I'm telling you, but you have to earn that while you are helping people, and then you'll get up to that. But by the time you get up to that, you're going to know a lot. You've took a lot of courses, from estate planning to wills and trusts to investments to real estate to insurance strategies to health to a whole lot of stuff. Taxation. There's a lot of stuff, but you have to dedicate yourself to learning. Don't just get in it for the money. A lot of people get into financial services for the money, and you can tell.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. 100%.
I want you all to stay tuned, because my daughter Hyacinth and Tavares coming at 9:15, and then James T.
Yes.
At 10:30, James T., the one and only legend, been in the entertainment music business for 30 years. We've started a Understanding Money Part 2, and that's from 10:30 to 11:30. I think I want to continue with James T. talking about this human life value and how they calculate that, and the value of insuring yourself. We insure cars. Can you see how we insure our cars?
We sure do.
Yeah.
We do. We
houses.
Houses.
And we don't get the money back. That money going down the drain.
It's the what if, just in case type of insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And every year you have to start over if you didn't get in an accident.
And we want full coverage on the car.
That's right.
But on yourself?
What?
You don't want full
coverage?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. AB, hey, thanks for tuning in. Nelson, hey, Damien, he's a smart dude. He's doing arbitrage,
Love it.
Yes. Lynette, hey, Mr. Rivers, how you doing, Larry? That was a tricky, Larry. What's my net worth? Well, who you talking to, boy? Christine Allen, okay, all right, Blandette. Don Patterson. Don, boy, I tell you, congratulations. Don is a hell of a developer. He's a brother doing a lot of development around the state of Florida. I'm involved with him doing some things also, because I only deal with the best. I mean, you can call yourself being a developer, but I ain't doing nothing with you if you're not like an Einstein, someone who just all into their stuff, then I'll deal with you. And that's what I like about Don. All right, Miss Redhead, Aaron. All right, everybody saying congratulations to Charles.
To Charles, yes.
Miss Barrels, AB, let me see, Frank Kemp. All right, we got to go. Stay tuned. Heisey and Tavares will be right up at 9:15. And then don't leave, because after that, 10:30, James T. and myself, we're going to be doing Understanding Money Part 2.